Stop right there because you'll miss this pure ancient gold. Do you know, there is a deep calm that is so strong even ancient Romans thought it was a gift from the gods. A calm so complete that people would whisper, "Is he even human?" 2,000 years ago in Rome's Senate, where empires grew and fell by words, and one wrong move could mean exile or death, there were men who never got scared. While senators shouted, they stayed calm. While crowds were angry, they walked as if in their gardens. While emperors shouted threats, they spoke calmly like philosophers. The world called them Stoics. But they had something more important than a title. They had a secret, a way of training the mind, practiced for hundreds of years, that made them almost immune to chaos. Today, you will learn exactly what they knew. Not short modern ideas, not motivational slogans, the real system fully as Rome's greatest thinkers used it. Have you seen someone who never seems upset? Who, in chaos, stays calm and acts clearly? While others panic in high-pressure situations, they talk as if nothing is happening. While conflicts rage, they respond calmly. People ask about them. How is he so steady under pressure? An old philosophy made by Rome's smartest minds was meant to develop this impossible calm. Seneca called it equanimitas, a mind that never shakes. But this is more than theory. It is a real guide to make your mind like a fortress that cannot be broken. If you follow this system every day, stress will not control you. But note, this is not about hiding emotions. It goes deeper. It changes you into someone naturally unshakable. Before we go further, subscribe, hit like, and share a situation where you wanted calm under pressure. Rome, 41 AD. The Senate is quiet as Seneca enters. Tall marble columns rise above. All eyes are on him. The accusation, conspiracy against the emperor's family. Death could be next. Seneca, rich, smart, advisor to Rome's powerful men, feels something he knows well. Tightness in his chest. Thoughts break apart. His prepared speech falls apart. His hands, which wrote famous philosophy, start shaking. He speaks. His voice cracks. Senators notice. Some smile. Others look away embarrassed. This was not new. Seneca knew it would happen again. Seneca had a secret shame. Despite his wisdom and power, when real pressure came, he failed. Political debates would make him stumble. Personal conflicts left him silent. Negotiations with the emperor made him stammer. The pattern was always the same. In normal times, he was confident, but under pressure, anxiety came. Big pressure made him collapse. Afterward, he felt bitter. Why did I fail again? He tried many things, staying away from public life for months. It did not help. Writing about self-control did not help. Exile did not help. Nothing worked, because he was fighting the wrong battle. He tried to control his reactions during crises. What he needed was to become someone who naturally stays calm, not by hiding fear, but by changing how his mind works. One day, in exile on Corsica, with nothing, power, comfort, influence gone, Seneca found what the Stoics had practiced for 300 years. Not a trick, not a quick method, a full change in how the mind sees reality. Imagine walking in the Roman Forum. Merchants shout, money changers argue, pickpockets move through crowds. A man in a simple toga walks calmly. He does not hurry. He does not get upset. His face is calm. You ask, who is that? A Stoic, someone says. They practice apatheia. Many misunderstand apatheia. It does not mean apathy, like not caring. It means freedom from strong, harmful emotions. Stoics noticed, two people can see the same event and feel very different. One senator hears bad news and stays calm. Another gets upset and cannot act. Same event, different suffering. Why? Seneca wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." He meant suffering is not from events themselves, but from how we judge them. In Rome, this was survival. Fortunes changed overnight. Allies could betray you. Emperors could die or order executions. There was no safety, no time for panic. Stoics had to train their minds or die. Seneca, serving Nero, one of the most dangerous rulers, kept calm. Not because he had no threats. Everything threatened him all the time. But he knew the truth. Stress is not what happens to us. Stress is how we judge what happens. When you feel pressure, your brain thinks it is in danger. Adrenaline and cortisol rise, heart beats fast, mind clouds, hands shake, voice tightens. You are not seeing reality. You are seeing your brain's idea of reality. The Stoics knew, if suffering comes from judgment, and judgment is your choice, then suffering is optional. Let me show how this works, like Seneca experienced it. He is in exile on Corsica. He has lost his money, power, and status. He lives alone on a bare island. By normal standards, this is a disaster. But inside his mind, two voices appear. The first voice says, "I have lost everything. My life is over. I am a failure. I will die unknown and dishonored. All my work wasted. All my relationships gone. I am nothing." The second voice, calmer, says, "I am alive. I can still think. I can still write. I can still do what is right. Nothing really important is gone." Both voices see the same reality, same exile, same island, same situation. But one creates suffering, the other does not. The first voice causes stress. It makes cortisol rise, keeps the body in fight or flight mode, clouds judgment, stops action. The suffering from this voice feels stronger than the real exile. The second voice causes nothing, no suffering, no panic, just clear observation of what is. This is the judgment gap, the space between event and reaction. In that space lies freedom. Most people do not notice this gap. Events happen and reactions follow automatically. They think they have no choice. Stoics discovered the gap exists and that it can be made bigger. With practice, you can widen it and choose your response. This is prohoresis, the ability to make a choice and stay clear-headed in any situation. Prohoresis is simple to understand, but hard to use. Seneca started small. A servant brought food late. He felt irritation rising. He wanted to speak sharply. Before reacting, he noticed his judgment. "This is wrong. I should be angry." Then he asked, "Is this true? Does a late meal really harm me? Does it threaten anything important?" Answer no. The irritation disappeared. Not hidden, but gone. It was based on a wrong judgment. He practiced this all the time. A bad letter arrived. He asked, "Is this really terrible or just unexpected?" A rival spoke against him in Senate. He asked, "Do these words threaten what matters? Can they harm my true self?" At first, it was tiring. His body and mind were used to reacting fast. Pulse still raced, hands still shook, voice still tightened. But slowly, the gap between stimulus and response grew. A political insult that once caused anger now gave him a small moment to choose how to act. After 3 months, he could handle Senate attacks calmly, like reading a book in his study. Not pretending, but truly seeing that words threatened nothing essential. Modern science proves this works. In 2019, Stanford University studied people practicing state control. They stayed calm in stressful situations. Brain scans showed their amygdala, the fear center, was less reactive. Prefrontal cortex, responsible for rational thinking, was more active. Participants were not hiding emotions. Their brains had rewired. Panic became choice, not automatic. Researchers called this neuroplastic resilience. But the study found that if practice stopped, the effect faded in 3 months. The Stoics knew this. Practice must be daily. Mind, like body, needs regular exercise. Harvard in 2021 studied veterans using premeditatio malorum. Seneca's method of imagining hardships. Veterans practicing it reduced panic by 64% in 6 months. The brain cannot tell vivid imagination from real events, so you can pre-live challenges and master them before facing them. Key point: you cannot practice this during extreme crisis. The brain must be trained before the battle. 6 months into practice, Seneca noticed something. He had calm, yes. Political debates no longer scared him. Personal insults bounced off. But he realized he wasted energy on things that, in the big picture, did not matter. He was fighting small political fights, defending his reputation, arguing with senators who would be forgotten in a generation. This led to the second pillar, cosmic perspective. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Think of all existence of which you are the smallest part. Think of all time, of which a small piece is yours. Think of fate, of which you are tiny." Some modern readers misunderstand this as nothing matters, so don't care. Wrong. Cosmic perspective is a tool. Seeing your situation as very small in space and time helps you know what really deserves attention. Seneca practiced mental scaling before pressure. 1. Will this matter 1 year from now? Most problems vanish in months. 2. In all of human history, how important is this? Most worries disappear in time. 3. What would my wisest self do? Not the scared self, not the ambitious self, not the angry self, but the clear, principled self. Any thought failing these tests was dropped. Fear of failure, worrying about others' opinions, anxiety about uncontrollable things. Only 3 things stayed: principle, necessary action, right mental state. This is not escape, it is focus. The cosmic perspective removes trivial distractions and lets you focus on what truly matters. Even with proheresis and cosmic perspective, Seneca noticed calm still required effort. It was real, but not natural. Then he used the third pillar, premeditatio malorum, thinking ahead about adversity. Every morning before Rome woke, he imagined disasters in detail. Being falsely accused before the emperor, facing execution, losing wealth, family suffering, public disgrace. While imagining this, he stayed calm, like reading in his study. Different scenarios: exile, poverty, betrayal, attack, losing everything he valued. This was not pessimism, it was preparation. Modern science confirms this. The brain cannot tell real from vivid imagination. A 2018 Max Planck study found that imagining stressful events activates the same brain areas as real ones. Amygdala, hippocampus, prefrontal cortex, stress networks react the same. By mentally rehearsing disasters calmly, Seneca trained his nervous system. When real crises came, the brain said, "I know this, I can handle it." Fear never fully triggered. Modern example: athletes practicing mental visualization improve nearly as much as physical practice. Military units, like Navy SEALs, do this for stress training. Stoics did it 2,000 years ago. Seneca went further. He practiced discomfort, sleeping on the floor, simple food, walking in plain clothes. This trained his body to survive hardship. This is invisible preparation. The battle is won before it begins. If adrenaline and cortisol hit without training, control is hard. With training, calm becomes automatic. 18 months after his training began, the ultimate test came. Nero was paranoid. Accusations flew everywhere. Senators were executed for small reasons. Seneca's name appeared on a list. The charge: conspiracy. The evidence: fake. The result: likely death. Seneca walked into the imperial court. All eyes were on him. The room was tense. Men who had worked with him for years would not look at him. Being linked to the accused was dangerous. Then something happened. He felt nothing unusual, not confidence, not fear, not determination, just calm, like reading philosophy in his study. The accusations began, loud, dramatic, meant to provoke him. Seneca listened calmly, like a teacher listening to a student. The prosecutor shouted, trying to trigger fear or anger. Seneca answered calmly, naturally, as if talking about the weather. His body was not acting calm. He was calm because this was who he had become. The interrogation lasted hours. At one point, the prosecutor paused and stared. The room was silent. A senior official said, "Seneca, your calm is unsettling. Not impressive, not admirable, unsettling." Seneca understood. He had reached the unmoved center, a calm so deep it unsettles others. Your peace reflects their chaos. This is how you know real practice works. Others are unsettled by your calm. That trial taught Seneca something important. Calm is not weakness, it is power. The prosecutor expected anger, fear, or defense. These reactions would give openings. Instead, Seneca stayed calm. His composure left nothing to attack. Accusations echoed in empty space. The prosecutor got more aggressive. But drama without response looks like what it is, noise. Within an hour, it became clear. The prosecutor was losing control. Seneca stayed steady. The accused seemed stronger than the accuser. This is the hidden power of calm. When you don't react emotionally, you see patterns others cannot. You notice opportunities and weaknesses. In negotiations, this is huge. Opponents show their plan in their emotions. They make mistakes trying to provoke you. Seneca saw this. By staying calm, the prosecutor's aggression hurt himself. The fake evidence looked weak. The court began to doubt him because Seneca's calm suggested innocence. 3 days later, charges were dropped. Not because of arguments, because of presence. Extraordinary calm can be stronger than any words. Seneca's practice was not just tips. It was a system, later explained by Epictetus in 3 disciplines. 1. Discipline of assent. Control your judgments. Catch the gap between event and reaction. Choose how you see it. This is the foundation. 2. Discipline of desire. Want things as they are. Stop fighting reality. Focus energy on what you can control. 3. Discipline of action. Do your role well, no matter the outcome. Act rightly, then let go of results. Each builds on the last, you cannot skip. Seneca practiced all 3 for 18 months. Changes were clear. 3 months, people noticed he did not react to provocations. 6 months, he handled crises that once broke him. 12 months, other senators sought his advice for calm. 18 months, he became the philosopher whose calm unsettled emperors. This was not because he was special. It was systematic practice, repeated daily until it became who he was. Modern research confirms this. People with genuine calm give subtle signals, voice, expressions, body language, that others notice. They seem competent and trustworthy. A 2017 Princeton study. Observers saw calm people in high-pressure situations. Even without audio, calm people were rated 78% more competent. Actors trying to fake calm were detected. Calm shows real mastery. Dr. Todorov explained, humans evolved to notice true calm for survival. Calm people were trusted. Loud or panicked people were risky. A 2020 Yale study during COVID-19. Leaders with calm kept 3.2 times more public trust than stressed leaders. Calm works. Seneca wrote, "True confidence whispers, insecurity shouts." Science agrees. Here is what this practice requires. Seneca was honest. Month 1, your brain resists. Old reactions are automatic. You feel frustrated. Why didn't I notice sooner? Months 2 to 3, small victories. You catch judgments before they fully form. You stay calm in moments that would have scared you. These moments prove it works. Months 4 to 6, many quit. Progress seems slow, old habits return. Neuroscience helps. MIT study on habits shows 100-day consolidation. New brain pathways need about 100 days of practice to work automatically. Months 7-12. Integration. Calm starts to feel natural. Gap between stimulus and response widens automatically. Month 18. Calm is no longer something you do. It is who you are. Seneca called this living according to nature. Not old reactions, but your true, rational, unshakable self. This is not changing personality. It is removing old, conditioned reactions to reveal natural clarity. Seneca was honest about costs. You may lose friends. Those who shared anxiety or drama may find your calm strange. They may say you are cold or superior. You will stop joining some conversations. Endless stress sharing or petty arguments will bore you. Not arrogance, just lost interest. Life will test you. The universe sends hard tests when you think you have mastered calm. Stoics believed this reveals weak areas. Most people will not do this work. They may watch this video, feel inspired, try a few days, and quit. Not because it doesn't work, but because it requires long effort. But for those who continue, the promise is real. You become fundamentally unshakable. Not that nothing bothers you, but nothing controls you. 20 years after starting practice, Seneca faced his final test, Nero's order to commit suicide. Witnesses reported something amazing. He received the order calmly, like it was a dinner invitation. He comforted his wife. He wrote final letters to students carefully. He discussed philosophy with friends as life ended. One witness wrote, "It was as if death itself was unsettled by his calm." This proves the Stoic system works. Seneca was not born brave or calm. He struggled with fear. What changed? He applied the system daily for years until it became his nature. You have the same capacity, same nervous system, same potential. The question is not if you can, but will you do the work? Stoic practice does more than help you relax. It does more than manage stress. It changes you into someone stress cannot touch. This is not a small technique. It is a complete way of seeing reality. The reactive self, the one that panics, must die. The unmoved self, the one that chooses, stays clear, cannot be shaken, must be born. Few achieve this, not because it is hard, but because it requires dying to old habits to become your best self. Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, all left this system, tested by centuries, refined by Rome, proven in the hardest conditions. Now the choice is yours. Remain controlled by pressure or become someone pressure cannot touch. When people whisper about your calm, when they say it is unsettling, you will know you have learned the secret Seneca discovered. Peace is not the absence of the storm. Peace is being the one point in the storm that does not move. If you found value in this deep dive, subscribe and turn on notifications. Comment: what is one situation where you most need this unshakable calm? Your answer helps shape future content. Remember, the calm that unsettles others is the only calm worth achieving, not to impress, but to free yourself. Thank you. The ancient wisdom is yours. What you do with it decides everything.